Greetings, M squared, and we're going to talk about the zero rule. What's one of the exponent rules? There's quite a few of them, but this is the zero rule. And basically the rule says that anything raised to the zero power is 1. So you'd think, oh, that's simple. Anytime I see zero exponent, it's 1. But you have to be careful because it's only the thing that's raised to the zero power that's 1. And I just like to explain why this happens. Hopefully you've learned your division rule. We're going to try something here. If I said 3 divided by 3, you'd say that equals 1. Because we have a rule that says anything divided by itself is 1. Well, if I say x squared divided by x squared, that's something divided by itself, so that must equal 1 too. Well, the division rule says that when you're dividing like bases, you subtract the exponents. So if I used that rule, I would get 2 minus 2, x to the 2 minus 2, which is x to the 0. So you see that I did this problem twice, once using I know that anytime I divide by itself, anything divided by itself is 1, and then I did it again using the division rule and got x to the 0. Well, in that case, 1 must equal x to the 0. If I do the same problem, I need to get the same answer. So that's the why anything to the 0 is 1. And now we'll move on to some problems. So I have 5 raised to the 0 power. Well, anything raised to the 0 power is 1. So that is 1. In this one I have 2x raised to the 0 power. Well, anything raised to the 0 power is 1. And if the whole thing is raised to the 0 power, then that's 1. Again, it doesn't matter how many things you have in there. You can have a string of 10 things. If it's in parentheses and outside the parentheses, it's raised to the 0 power, it is 1. Now, these two are different. Only the x here is raised to the 0 power. So only this becomes 1. So now I have 5 times 1. What is 5 times 1? 5. But this does not equal 1. So that's when a lot of kids make mistakes. So be careful with that. Over here, which part is raised to the 0 power? Well, it's just this. So that changes to 3 x squared times 1. Well, what is x squared times 1? X squared times 1 is just x squared, because anything times 1 is itself. And then 3 times x squared is 3x squared. So really be careful when you're doing this, because the biggest mistake people make is that they think that if there's a 0 in the expression at all, it'll equal 1. But it's only the variable or number that is raised to the 0 power that will get you the 1. And this is M squared, signing out.